Good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah, so for me, I have a question.
Yeah.
And that is for voiceover.
Yeah.
I know you've done a video on it, but what's that one thing you would suggest someone starts with? Like, you have your voice,
Yeah.
but where do you start from?
For every craft, I think it's practice. I started fooling around when I was a kid, and people don't believe when you say you fool around when you're like practicing. So for every craft, for what we're doing, for what we're trying to grow, everybody is learning to like improve themselves. But when you take the improvement so seriously, that this is what I want to do, and you're like overstudying, it doesn't really come naturally. So when you have fun with it, when you practice, well, I believe that everybody has a voice, and you don't necessarily need to have a special kind of voice, so long as you can use the voice. So I think the voice is a tool, just as our creativity, our brains are tools that we're going to use to create whatever we're creating. So if you have a voice, I believe everybody can do voice. I believe that. But if you don't practice, if it's something you're not interested in the first place, because most people see the craft as a means for them. If that's your first chance that Jose Kwame earns this much from voiceover and I sound about similar so I can do the same, that mentality is first flawed. So you'll be chasing something that is not there for you. Because first of all, you need to find what works for you before you started practicing. Because you saw the money first. So see you, what you like, find your space, because I believe also that there's that limitedness in the creative space, and there's always that punchy area where you can find your own voice. And if you decide that I want to be the next someone, you've lost. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much. Find the next punch area where you can fit in. See, thank you very much. Let's give it up for him. Please subscribe to his channel, and we'll kickstart things. Content Nyami just arrived. Content Nyami. Duku gang. Zero. Get on the job. One sports journalist guy here, me I reset agenda give you. I'll be some simple question. And I thought I'm saying, Charlie, as he see you, could you tell why? No, and your love for United. What does it mean? Oh, then no, the guy jumped and tell me, say, oh, your team here, we go now, they said, no, people football. I don't know. Content, Yami, Ababa. Give it up for Charlie, please.
Hi.
Bars, my nigga.
Fish no day, so today I will suffer a bit. But anyway, my name is Wode, and I'm a YouTuber. I'm also an agenda boy. And today, they say make we come learn about content creation, you understand? So I'm happy to be here. And I'm happy to be here to learn from you guys. So anything where it will happen, I did shy. So if you are making people know they do have plenty.
Could you say the shy? Thank you very much. Yeah. So guys, we'll kickstart everything right now, and I would like to invite Vanessa to be the one to kickstart everything. Now, please start the ovation right now. And then we do one thing. I think it's a beautiful community we have right here. YouTube is growing in Africa. A lot of people still don't know that YouTube exists. And it is our duty to put out great content to tell and shape the African story. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter where you're from or the voice you have. Each and every person out there deserves some viewership. And there is actually someone out there, and people love it. 10 million views for washing machine.
I know why. That people play that to put their kids to sleep. I don't know if you knew that. It's like white noise.
Exactly.
So it sends babies to sleep. Really weird. I've never
no matter what you do, please put it out there and just let the universe enjoy it. Now, I want us to keep a round of welcome to Vanessa. Let's clap well. Let's give her the big. No, we're clapping. So Vanessa has the floor now, and then we'll learn from her now. Thank you very much.
Thanks everyone for that warm welcome. And just like you guys, I only found out about this. Oh wow! I only found out about this yesterday, so I can't say that much preparation has gone into this. But I just want to tell you about my journey and how I got to where I am now, and I hope that might help some of you guys. So basically, I started my YouTube channel 4 years ago. I just had my second child, and I wanted to do something that I could do from home, look after my kids, and use my creativity. And so I realized that I love watching documentaries, and I absolutely love watching YouTube. Even to this day, I spend so much time watching YouTube videos. I don't watch TV, I just watch YouTube. Even Netflix, to be honest, doesn't get much of a look in from me. And so I decided to start my channel, and I'm a firm believer of if you believe in yourself, it will happen. Be consistent. So another thing I was going to talk about, I don't want to speak forever, is monetization. So when I first started, I hadn't hit that 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours of watch time then, but obviously I had to keep making money, and I knew that this is what I wanted to do. So another thing I kind of believe in is that you can't have a plan B, because if you have a plan B, you're inevitably going to go to your plan B. You have to just know that this is what you're doing and stick to it. So I wanted to do something to make money in the same space. So I started creating videos for small businesses that needed content. And now, especially in Ghana, especially in Accra, there's so many businesses that need content created for them, and they have no idea about it. So if you're to go to them and pitch them an idea, give them the cost and everything, the chances are they might be up for it. I would say one thing about here is not everyone understands about social media marketing quite yet, but I think that it's definitely coming. So I think creating videos and content for small businesses before you're monetized on YouTube is a good way to start making money. So that's what I did. And then another thing I did was started doing radio work, which came off the back of my YouTube videos. And to get myself up to that 1,000 subscribers was just consistency. And the way that I've managed to grow the audience is by searching. So there's a few things that I go through. Obviously, I have a million ideas, but I'll always search in the Google search box. This sounds so basic, but it actually works. The thing you want to make a video about. So let's say it's, the Volta region. Let's say you typed in Volta region. It's going to come up with the most searched things about that place. So now you're going to know really what everyone wants to see. So you might think about making content about those particular things. Another thing that I do is, thumbnails and titles are just so important. You can have the best video there, inside the video, but if your thumbnail is just any random thing, nobody's going to click on it. And if the title isn't something that people are searching for, again, probably no one's going to click on it. And you need people to get in there to start loving you, to subscribe to your channel. Telling people to subscribe to your channel is also a very important thing. It's something that I actually don't do that much because I feel kind of weird about it, but I know every time I do it, people do subscribe. And another thing that I do is collaboration. Collaborating with other people is so important, when it feels right and when it aligns with your brand. I think sometimes, Wode, to be honest, he works with everyone, and that, I think, attributes to him reaching 900,000 subscribers, which is absolutely incredible. So big. And he's an inspiration to me. When he first told me, how much he was making, that's what really gave me the motivation to move to Ghana and bring the whole family. So going back to I'm all over the place. So basically, I used to create content in Scotland and then come to Ghana and do it back and forth. But then this year, March, me and my family, my husband and my 2 kids moved to Ghana. Thanks. Going back to the monetization thing. So once you have reached your 1,000 subscribers, and 4,000 hours of watch time, you can become monetized on YouTube. So that means, I know some of you guys are like professionals, so you're going to know, but if you don't know, that means that you get a percentage of the ads, basically the ads at the start of the video, you get a percentage of that from Google, and they also take a percentage. And so every month that comes straight to you. So you don't actually have to do anything extra. But there's other ways that you can make money in addition to that. One of them is sponsorships. So there's two ways you can go about sponsorships. People can reach out to you. You can wait until you get to like quite a big place. People will start reaching out to you. Or you can reach out to them. So at the start, I was reaching out to people. I was making pitches and I was just emailing them because, to be honest, you can wait, but you may as well just reach out. Just like I said at the start, you may as well like be knocking on those doors and not waiting for people to like knock on your door. So yeah, that's another way to earn income. Another way is, oh my god, not AdSense, the links, affiliate links, that's it. So let's say, especially if you're tech, like if you're talking about a laptop and you put in an affiliate link, you have to go onto Amazon and create that affiliate link, and there's a process, and you can look that up, and it takes like, a bit of time, but you can do it. And then once people start clicking on that, you will get a percentage of the money that people spent on that product. And you can actually do it for anything. Like, let's say I don't really do it so much, to be honest, but I know that some people make so much money in it. Like, I know people that use keyboards and they're talking about something completely different, and they'll say, oh, I use this keyboard, it's in my description, and they make, let's say, like $2,000 a month just by mentioning that they're using this keyboard, and then people are buying it. I could say, oh, I wear this necklace, click in the link below. That sort of thing. So it's another way for you to make money. And then the other way is kind of creating content for brands outside of your own platform. So as I said, I've worked with CNN, and so they reached out to me and we made a piece of content for their own platform, which didn't live on my platform at all. So there's so many ways basically that you can make money, and it's possible. I just want to be here and stand here and say that I, at the start, didn't know anything, and now I've got to a point where I could support me and my whole family to move from Scotland to Ghana and, live a nice life. So, anyone in this room can do it. I'm no different to any other person here. Everyone has the same, chances on YouTube, and that's one thing that I think is amazing about YouTube, is everyone can go on there for free. You can create an account for free. You can subscribe to people for free. Everyone here should subscribe to everyone's channel, because why not? You've got nothing to lose, and that will boost everyone else's channel to allow the algorithm to know that this is a channel that should maybe be put more in the the home page or the suggested videos and that sort of thing. I feel like I just spoke about a whole load of stuff, but I don't know if anyone's got any questions specifically for me about anything that I spoke about or anything that I've not spoken about. Yeah, sure.
So we are taking, Vanessa, we are taking 5 questions.
Okay.
And if you have a question, kindly put up your hand, so I invite you forward. Yeah. So Ghana Bound, 1.
I've watched your channel, a lot. When you were packing up to leave, I can't remember if I wrote a comment or not, but I was just I was also packing, and I was like, oh my gosh, yes, somebody's going to do this with me.
Thank you. So you mentioned about, so I wrote the questions down, but you mentioned about thumbnails and titles are really important. Have you got any advice on what kind of app to use for thumbnails that you find is best out of the ones you've tried?
So I'd say for thumbnails, did you say?
Yeah.
So to make my thumbnails, I use PicMonkey, and you can actually create a free account on there, and you can also pay for premium, which I pay for, which allows you to cut out yourself from the background and that sort of thing. Another great one is Canva. I don't know if you've tried that one, but I much prefer PicMonkey. PicMonkey personally.
Pick something out, take your picture out, and
Yeah, exactly. So like, because I'm terrible at like doing anything like too advanced in the sort of picture side of things, or anything, to be honest. So yeah.
definitely need to. Thank you.
Oh, no problem.
Oh, Vanessa, Wasumba, yes, country. What's the country? Maybe it's me, trust you.
I'll get there.
What's the country? What's it thumbnails in New Zealand?
What?
Thumbnails in New Zealand.
What? Alright, don't put me on the spot.
See, thumbnails, you know, we used to think in that again nowadays. Platforms right now we used to be able to thumbnails, so with YouTube.
What other platforms is there?
No, the platforms we use.
Oh, I use PicMonkey.
I know I'm better come with you.
Oh my gosh.
So next question. The lady there. Pink. Step forward, please.
You can actually ask me anything, like I'm very.
Anything, I'll say anything, no, she's open. So ask anything.
Thank you. Yes, with the monetization, I want to find out, do you have to create your Google Ads account before you get monetized, or you have to be monetized before you create that? Thank you.
Thank you.
That's a good question that I don't know the answer to, but I think you may as well just wait until you get that alert that says you're monetized, and then at that point just create your Google AdSense account. Or you could go in and create your Google AdSense account and do it the other way. I don't think it really matters. I think you're going to know when you're about to hit the amount, and they're not going to like not give you the money. They'll hold on to it until you create your account to give it to you.
Okay, so
Oh, I've been put on the spot. I was going to come in to embarrass myself anyway. Don't even ask you anything.
Yeah.
You said that we should put ourselves out there and ask brands to work with us.
Yeah.
So then this is me putting myself out there. So how do I get to collaborate with you?
Oh, I mean, just ask me literally, like,
Oh, hi,
you can.
Lisa. My name is Precious, and I would like to collaborate with you.
What sort of videos do you make?
Sorry. So I also moved to Ghana 4 years ago. I moved here, started my masters at Legon, and I've just been trying to figure out life because I don't like London.
Oh, okay, yeah. So even from your intro, like, to me, I know what video I want to do with you. So yeah, we should do it.
Thank you.
That's good. Thanks.
That was my question.
Hello, so my name is Kylie.
Hi, how are you doing? I love your dress, by the way, it's so nice.
Thank you. Okay, so I actually have two questions.
Okay.
So the first one is, it's about numbers. We all know it's about numbers. But how do you reach out to a brand when your numbers are not so big? You may believe in yourself, you have some content, but your numbers are not so big. So how do you reach out to them and say that, hey, I'm small, but I can do this? How do you get them to also believe in you and work with you?
So I think when the channel's smaller and the views are less, it's good to like say that you're going to make content that they can also post on their platform. So you're actually giving them an asset. Because at the end of the day, like, we're creating digital assets that are worth money, and also there's a lot of ownership around that. So like, I mean, I don't want to get too deep, but there's contracts, you can do like usage, and let's say you say they can use it for 6 months, and after 6 months they have to pay you again. So you could do it in that way, so that you say you're going to show it to your audience, who are also valuable regardless of the size, and they can also put it on their Instagram page or their YouTube channel or whatever. And people pay a lot of money to create content for their channels, especially the big brands. Some of the budgets that I hear for like a 60-second video for these huge companies is just like out of this world. So I think if you were to go with a good offer, like, they might say yes, and if they say no, like so many people said no to me, just have to keep going.
Thank you. And now my second question. Okay, so I'm also a mom of two. You spoke about inconsistency, and I think it really applies to me because with kids it's really hard because they are distracting you and there's so much to do. So how, yes, planning, but how do you really So you may have a plan, but it honestly doesn't usually go how you want it. So how do you do it? That's the mom when you have like a million tasks every day.
So I think I used to, like, in the first 2 years, I used to think that, like, oh, I've got, you know, I'm a mom, I've got kids and all that sort of stuff. But I think that you have to, like, switch your mindset to be more like, this is what you need to do. And also, so what I used to do is batch film, which is so helpful. So I would film, I used to film 35 videos in 2 weeks, and then edit them every week. So that meant that I didn't have to now find time to film, and if I couldn't edit, I could potentially pay somebody else to edit those videos. So I think it's batch filming really, really helps. Like, it really takes stress out of creating.
Okay, so for all the folks that have channels that deal or help diaspora come home, one of the things that everybody's asking me about all the time is healthcare.
Yeah.
And so I went ahead and explored healthcare. We have an app in Ghana called Ginger. Ginger. Jim, there's an N there. Inger. Please take a look at it. Subscribe. It's amazing. So here's the collaboration I want to do with all you people that have diaspora things going on. I want you to do a segment about this app. Am I doing okay? Yeah, so I want you to do a segment on this particular app. It's amazing and it helps people with healthcare access in the country. And that's something that diasporans, they go, oh, are we gonna die here? You know, no, you're dying in the US. You got 600 and what? 90-something people, 690,000 people die of COVID. Yeah, that's not happening in Ghana. But we have good healthcare access here. So please, all you people, I'm here.
Did you create the app?
No. I'm promoting the app. I promote everything. I promote Made in Ghana. I am a former Made in Ghana brand ambassador. If you're making something in Ghana, like content, I'm your promoter.
Hey Vanessa.
Hi, nice to see you again.
See you too. Question for you on titles. What tools do you use? How do you determine what you're going to put in your titles? I know you mentioned how important the thumbnail is, the title's important. I think it might be good for everyone here to know what tricks do you use to get an engaging title so people actually click on your video?
So I think for titles, especially in my early days, I used to try and put three things in the title. So almost like 3 things that people could search for. So I kind of still do it sometimes. So it might be like moving to Ghana, divide, living in Ghana from here. You know, like I'm trying to put, you want to put in the title what people are searching. That's really the start and the end of it. You want people to search it and for your video to pop up. So you don't, especially in the early days, I think like people like Wode, he could put any title, people are going to watch his video now, and probably, you know, for a long time now. But when you're starting out, you need to try and grasp that audience. So you need to put in key search words that people are searching for, and not just, I've gone to the shop today. I mean, or like a day in my life probably isn't going to work unless you're at a point of Wode when people want to know what he's doing, if you know what I mean. I hope that's helpful. And I think the last thing I want to say is like, it's not always easy, and there's so many days when I am just like demotivated by numbers. I'm looking at my subscriber count, things have gone up and down. And I think that's the most difficult thing about creating is keep going. But I just want to tell you all too, you have to just keep going, and eventually you will get there, and we'll all get to Wode Maya's channel size of 900,000 subscribers.
So, hands of applause again. So, this time, before Content Nyami comes on board, we're going to put some people on the spot. I love that. I'm all for that. So I spotted Ama Governor Hey, boy. Yes, do the magic for me. Yeah. Yeah, Amma, how are you doing? Just speaking to it. Someone, yeah, it's good.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
So, Amma is doing great stuff. Amma,
Yes.
I want you to do something simple. Walk us through your content creation process, because you're very busy, you're a law student, and you create amazing content. I don't know how you manage to find the time between law school and all your shenanigans. Yeah, so tell us your content creation process so we can understand something.
Hello. Please, can everyone hear me? Hi.
Okay, kindly come to me. It's easier that way. Then we can also, let's give a hand. So I told you guys something at the beginning that today I'm going to be like the content creator and you are my subscribers. So please ginger me. If you see the people, ginger them, make them come. Yeah? I'm a governor. But again with another video, as I say. Okay, so walk us through the process, your content creation process.
Okay, by that do you mean in particular when I'm doing a particular video?
No, so you wake up, you think, once you decide on a title,
Yes.
once you decide on a title, what's the process then?
Hello.
For example, let's take the Americana, the famous Americana in a short video, and talk about that. How many guys have seen that video? Oh, okay, so that's a good reference point here.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, okay, so let's take the Americana video. The Americana video was thought of a year ago, when I would always take the short road. Okay, so before I started driving this year, but even I was on my car, it's my dad's car. But I would always take the choo-choo, right? Every single, sorry, I'm just saying that because that's my favorite video. But anyway, yeah, I would always take the choo-choo every single place I would go. Everywhere, to school, to work, everywhere I would go, I would always take the choo-choo because that's what I could afford. And it made sense at the time. And plus, see, there's never a boring time in the church, or if you guys are being honest, there's never, if you're not fighting over 20 pesos, you're fighting that they made driving too fast, you're fighting, like everyone is always fighting the church. I think the church is a great place to get entertainment, to be honest. And I don't think that there was, I don't know, I mean, I just know my people. Like, we know if you live in Ghana, you will know your people, you get. And there's certain things that irk them. Like, in me in particular, they always used to get, people would always tend to look at, hey, who is this girl? Just because I would say, like, me, it's Pacho, saying, or they would always think my tree is funny, or me, I'm not ever. So, you know, the tree is it's not easy for me. But they would always just think, hey, flying to me, or like, they would just always, and especially the elderly women, they always had a problem with, and I always wear shorts to wear, like short shorts, because it's very hot. And that's why I can move it. Oh, right.
Short.
Yeah. But yeah, I would always wear short shorts, I would always wear crop tops, and everything. So, whenever I would get in, you always get eyes. You know, so honestly, the church video, even though I was being extra, really, that's kind of how I am. Like, you get it? So they already react to just these small things that I do unintentionally and inadvertently. So I'm like, wait, what if I go and get like super long nails? Like I'm going full Cookie, if Cookie is here. If you guys know Cookie, right? Super long nails, right? Like super extra, some crazy hair, some crazy, or what Ghanaians would feel is crazy dressing, and how would they react? I just thought that would be a good video to do, but at the time, I just felt like I still had too much anxiety. And then I also felt like, it's like, how is the video going to go? I needed someone to be in the back or around. I needed speakers.
like the microphones, sorry, not speakers. And I didn't have any of that. And I just thought social experiments with really little to no equipment, and I was still filming on my phone. I just got my camera. Yeah, don't play with me, man. I got my camera. You guys don't know how long it took me to get a camera anyway. And so yeah, I was just thinking like using my phone. I don't have a microphone. I don't have people to help me. So I just postponed it for a whole year. But then I would, every now and then I would think, so thinking of the dressing, thinking of the hair, thinking of the makeup, if any, thinking of the nails. I didn't think of all of that at one time because it took like a year. And I'm not saying your video should take a year to think of, but it's sometimes okay for you to even just let the process sit, or just get the idea, let it sit in your head, and then build up on it as time goes on when things naturally come to you. But sorry, in general, so that short video, I could have thought of it shorter, not even for a whole year. I could have thought of it, I could have done it at the time I thought of it, but I just felt like it wasn't good enough. I don't even know if that is a thing I would advise you to doubt yourself, and I'm not sure, but honestly, I feel like if I want to do a video, I need to be like 100% confident about it. I have to be sure that, oh, this is something that people would appreciate the way that I appreciate. What the idea I have in my head is what I want to be conveyed when people watch it. I don't want any miscommunication in the way that it is received by viewers. So that's why I waited. Now,
person in the building, Jasmine Amma. Jasmine Amma. You will come here, you. So now listen, Vanessa gave us some great insight, right? And our man here, if you're Ghanaian, even if you're a foreigner, you should know him, right? Kojo Sheldon, aka Violence Minister. You see, I love what he does, right? And he does entertainment, but he's a comedic person also at heart, so he fuses the two, right? He's done a lot. One of the fastest growing YouTube channels in Ghana, and still growing. He grew it to a point and lost the channel and had to